Welcome to the Ambitious Coach Podcast. This is a place where driven, determined coaches learn how to get off the business growth struggle bus and learn how to build a wildly profitable online coaching business. I'm your host, Allison Henderson, corporate dropout to six-figure social media business coach. I'm going to show you how I've been able to create the business of my dreams organically, all through utilizing my social media platforms. So pull up a seat, take some notes, and get ready to see your life and bank account transform. Hello, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm doing something a little different with this episode. I'm going to share with you a couple audio trainings I did from a challenge that I hosted earlier this year called the Money Makin Challenge. So to give you a little background and some context, I hosted a 5-day challenge that consisted of a money mindset audio training, a journal prompt to help you reflect on your money mindset, and a sales action step to help you make more money each and every day of this challenge. Not only did this help everyone get out of their comfort zone, but it made them really look at their relationship with money. So I really want you always getting out of your comfort zone, gaining more confidence around sales, and reflecting on what's really stopping you from making more money in your life and in your business. So each day of this challenge, I had 3 components: a mindset audio, a journal prompt, and a sales action step. I had over 100 people sign up for this challenge at the time, and it was by far the most engaging free thing I've ever done. I hosted it all via Voxer in a group chat, and it was so great hearing from everybody in real time and just how it's changing their beliefs, changing how they felt overall around selling, around money, and their business. So today in this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you 2 of the money mindset trainings. And if you want access, so free access to everything, all 5 days of the audio trainings, the journal prompts, and the sales action steps, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes titled Money Making Challenge. So here you go. Here is day 1 and day 2 of the Money Making Challenge mindset audio trainings. Enjoy. Hello and welcome. I'm thrilled you are here for day 1 of the Money Making Challenge. Day 1 is all about becoming the person who makes money. I know deep down, you know you are meant for more. You are meant for greatness. You were sent here to earth for a big mission. You know you are different, and that's not a bad thing. And your desires are big, and you can feel it in your core that now is the time to start figuring out how you're going to accomplish these big dreams of yours. And when I think of money or talk about money, I'm not talking enough money or I gotta pay my bills money. I'm talking wealth, true wealth that never has you worrying about how you're gonna pay for, say, like your child's college tuition, paying for vacations, or even how am I gonna pay for that condo I wanna buy on the beach, okay? I really want you tapping into this thing inside of your body that's called your internal success mechanism. This is something that you already have. It's built inside of you. It has wants, needs, desires. It is housing your destiny. It is holding on to that person you are desperately wanting to become. It has an inner knowing that is ready to be unleashed. It is time to give yourself permission to have the life that you desire. Yes, permission. You've been holding back. You've been making excuses to why you can't have that or want that. You've been letting society, your parents, or maybe even your spouse tell you what you can and can't achieve. So no more letting others tell you what you can and can't have. You can, want, and have it all. There is endless abundance for everyone. There are enough clients for everyone. Sometimes it's literally giving yourself permission to actually dream and feel how that woman feels when she has it all. And when I think of wealth, I think of peace and relief. So I want you to breathe that in. Peace and relief. What does money mean to you? And a lot of times this feeling of, once again, peace and relief is what we're chasing, okay? It has nothing to do with money per se. It's just this feeling of I never have to stress or worry again about money. So successful people have some stuff in common, all right? They act as if. They stay in that energy. They show up as if they already have 100 clients, or they show up as if they're already speaking to 100,000 people. They aren't playing small. They show up when they don't feel like it or when they can't see the results yet. They have a belief that they can do, be, and have whatever they set their minds to accomplishing. They do the internal work that is needed to get themselves to the next level. They know growth is uncomfortable, but they eat it for breakfast, okay? Fear is common. Fear is inevitable. You have to do it scared. You have to acknowledge your excuses and what comes up every single day. So, what are you waiting for? More time? Well, more time could happen, maybe, but most likely it's not. This has to literally be a daily priority for you. No negotiations. Working on your business has to be a daily habit you make for yourself. And maybe you're waiting for your kids to get older. I know I have 2 kids myself. So, I'll work when they get in school, or I'll work when they are, both doing this or that. Well, even if they get older, you're probably going to have other obligations as well. This is more or less you working smarter, not harder. You don't need hours upon hours to get your work tasks done. You just need small chunks of time throughout the day, which I know everyone can have for themselves. I know you can make that time for yourself. And sometimes we're just waiting for the right time, that perfect timing. Well, there is rarely going to be an absolute perfect time. You literally just have to trust your intuition. If you are being called and pulled to take this leap now, then it's meant for you now. So excuses are going to ruin your momentum and keep you exactly where you are right now, or even put you further behind. And my big suggestion is asking for help. If you have kids or you feel your kids are holding you back from this work time, and the reason why I talk about kids a lot is because I know a lot of you are moms, okay? I know a lot of you are juggling having a household, having a spouse, and all those things. So when I say these things, I'm just trying to speak here to the majority of the people. So I need you to ask your spouse for help, or maybe get a sitter a few hours a day. Ask your family to chip in. You have to share with them what you're trying to accomplish proudly and without shame. And if you are lacking more energy and that motivation, my biggest advice here is to move your body, work out, and obviously eat better. Nutrition, right? Nutrition is so good for you, having good foods inside of you. So get your health back on track so that you can have more energy to work on your desires. Surround yourself with people that are like-minded and are looking to achieve what you want to achieve. Be put in that energy of what you want. This is the thing. Successful people don't let others dictate their life. They make decisions for themselves. They create opportunities for themselves. They aren't waiting for things to magically happen for them. They make it happen for them. So our old self isn't going to manifest millions of dollars. Our new self will, though. The one that is constantly tapping into her success mechanism and creating opportunities for herself every day. So who do you need to become to make the money you want to make? What old beliefs are you holding on to that is creating these excuses to not go after it now? When it comes to manifesting your truest desires, there has to be belief inside you that knows this is your destiny. It's an unwavering, unshakable belief that is going to happen even though you don't know how yet. You must believe it is possible, even if it feels impossible. When you envision your most successful self, what does she do differently? How does she operate? What's her day-to-day like? Who do you need to become to make the money you want to make? So let go of all excuses. Let go of the narrative that it isn't available to you. Let go of anything that is stopping you from having the life that you truly desire. Your desires want you just as bad as you want them. So today, focus on who you need to become to make the money you want to make. This isn't going to happen overnight, but these are just small habits, small things that you're going to implement every single day. And remember, it may seem impossible, but you need to 100% believe this is possible for you. All right, so that was day one's audio training from the Money Mindset Challenge. If you really enjoyed the audio and you want to get day one's journal prompts and the sales action steps, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes to get instant access to all 5 days. Okay, so now let's listen to day two's training. Hello and welcome to day 2 of your Money Makin Challenge. Today we're going to talk about your money story and how do you feel about money. So yesterday we dived into who you want to be, who is your most successful self, and how does she show up in this world. So today I want to talk to you about your feelings and thoughts you have towards money. I read a great book, You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. I've read this multiple times. It's one of the best books around money mindset. So definitely add that to your list if this money thing or this money topic is really interesting to you, okay? But she not only talks about the type of person you need to become to attract more money, but overall just your vibe towards money. Like when you spend money, what do you say? What do you think? When you get money, do you immediately go, that's still not enough? And trust me when I say this, I've made more money in 1 month than my first corporate job in a full year, okay? And even with that, I still had a moment of, well, why didn't I make more? I could have made more, right? And this is the thing, with utilizing social media to build your business, your potential to make all the monies you want are so possible. Your abundance is limitless if you choose to believe that. And there's money everywhere. People are buying all the time. And with the right audience and the right offers, you will have the business and everything that you want. And I literally tell people all the days, like nowadays, if you literally just try and put in the work for a few years, you can't not have the business that you desire. You need to be willing to play the long game though. This isn't some get rich quick sort of thing. I know a lot of people see coaches on here making all this money, but really it's a strategy, it's a mindset. There's energy behind this. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? And too many give up way too fast because they aren't seeing fast, instant results. And honestly, you are a lot closer than you think when it comes to having all the money and the clients that you want. But it is a long game, all right? But before I get ahead of myself, we need to talk about how you think and feel about money. Over the past few years of doing my own self-development work, I started to pay attention to the things that come up when I have to put something on a credit card or even when I'm in a drive-thru at McDonald's. Am I dreading spending this? Am I excited to pay for this? Or even on the other side of this, how do you feel when you receive money? Shame, guilt, or maybe I'm going to lose all of this if I don't put it in my savings account right away. Or I'm afraid I'm going to spend all of it before I even get to enjoy it. Our money stories usually are carried with us from childhood. It is time to rewrite your money story. A lot of us live exactly how our parents lived or even just our closest friends. And being an entrepreneur or even starting your own business might be completely out of the norm for you. So this money thing is challenging. And I even remember when I quit my corporate job, I literally just told the universe, I just want enough money to just live and pay my bills. I just don't want to be tied down to a corporate job anymore. And guess what? That's exactly what happened for over a year. I said the word enough. If you heard this, I want enough money to just live and pay my bills. So anyway, I had to rewrite this story. I wanted more than enough, right? I wanted a lot more than enough. So going back to your money story, a lot of our money talk is literally out of habit that we've been carrying around with us from early adulthood and childhood. Or you just started saying things that your husband says or your spouse says, right? So when you use phrases like, I'm broke, I'm poor, or I can't buy that, it's just too expensive. Energetically, those phrases feel like garbage. You feel me? I literally now, I can't really relate to those much anymore. It's just not my norm. I never say things like, I'm broke, I'm poor, okay? And when I tell my mom that I made $10K this week, she literally can't wrap her head around it. She's used to making, $3K at her own corporate job. And when I tell her some days, we're like, oh, we're just, drinking margaritas on a Monday afternoon at the taco place. And she's at her, 8 to 4 job. She literally just says things like, oh, well, must be nice, right? And most people, even the closest people to you, won't get it. They can't see the possibility for themselves, so they can't see it for you either. They might want to go for it, honestly, but they're too afraid. They can't see the potential. And with this whole entrepreneurship journey, if it was easy, everyone would do it, right? And that literally, them not getting it or understanding it, it's okay. This journey isn't for everyone. It's not for them. This is about you. Okay? This is about you. You are the creator of your life. You get to plan your day and your life however you like. It's called free will. Free will, sister. Okay? But before I truly believed all of this, I had to question everything that was coming up around money. I never ever thought having a 10K week would be a normal thing until I rewrote my money story. And if you say those things like I'm poor, it's too expensive, I'm broke, please cut them out of your vocabulary immediately. I hope that now I'm forever in your mind when you pay for things, okay? So don't say those things, all right? So we just have to be nicer, be so much nicer to money. Money literally has an energy around it, right? It is attracted to fun. It likes it when you're nice to it. So realistically, you most likely aren't poor, right? Those phrases like I'm poor or I'm broke, you can probably pay your bills and you have a roof over your head. You just don't want to spend money on those sort of things because it's not valuable to you or you just don't want it. Sometimes it's just okay to admit that. And I'm always going to be somebody that tells you if somebody wants to work with you bad enough, they will always find the money, right? And just think back to your own story. When you really wanted to work with somebody or you really wanted to pay for something or you really wanted that car, that house or whatever, you figured it out, right? You found the money. And we live in such a great world where we do have a lot of things that we can put on credit and pay off later, right? I'm not a big, huge person that just says go into debt, but like going into debt to help you is totally fine. It's going to support you, okay? So we need to say more things like, I am abundant. I attract what is meant for me. I make money doing what I love. I receive outrageous amounts of money for my services. Those phrases, to me, feel way more in alignment with what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm poor, help me, is not in alignment with where you're going, okay? And what I do know is that money has allowed me to do a lot of amazing things in my life. It has allowed me to quit my corporate job, travel the world, have a wedding, pay for Christmases for my kids, pay for business mentors, and a home in a safe neighborhood, and obviously a lot more. We should be way more appreciative of it, right? So every time I spend money, now I literally go, thank you, I love you. Thank you, I love you. And I try my best to just be way more nicer to money than I ever have. And I know this has really been a game changer for me and my business. And I even like to ask questions to myself, and I do this with my clients too, where does money come from? It comes from people's bank accounts. So you likely understand that someone will be paying you because they see value in what you do. We exchange money for services every single hour of every single day. Sales has literally been around since the beginning of time. We shouldn't be mad about money or about selling. We just need to start viewing it as support, as a resource, a gift, and as something that can change someone's life. So if you're dreading looking at your bank account or dreading spending any sort of money, it's time to form a healthy, loving relationship with your finances. It's repelling more money coming to you the more you avoid it or you want to forget it's even a thing. So your money story could be blocking you from thousands, from the next client, from millions maybe. So today, when you go hit up that Starbucks drive-thru, simply start thanking your debit card for allowing you to feel that boost of energy you needed today. Thank you for the money. I love you. Thank you for being able to do all of these amazing things for me. And even just look around your home. If you're right now, just chilling in your house, look around. You have a lot of great things in your house, right? Your house is probably amazing too. Or if you're in your car, wow, you're able to pay for a car. So thank money for allowing you to afford all of these things. Observe your thoughts, okay? Observe the language that you use towards money. So no more negative talk. We need to be in gratitude. So thank you and I love you. And what makes you think the universe will give you more if you aren't even happy and in gratitude for what you have right now? Thank you so much for listening to this episode around your money mindset. As you end out the year in your business, it's important to reflect and look back on your year and tune into what you desire moving forward. If you're ready to take your business to that next level and you're really ready to focus on your strategy to sign on more clients, I want to invite you to book a sales call with me. On this call, we'll get a chance to get to know each other a bit more and see if what I offer is a good fit for you and your business moving forward. This would be a private one-on-one coaching experience where I'll provide you with my step-by-step, which includes all of my programs on how I've been able to create a six-figure online coaching business. I'll also provide you with the tools to excel emotionally and mentally along this entrepreneur journey. If you're ready for a massive transformation, click the link in the show notes to book your sales call today. Thank you for listening to the Ambitious Coach podcast today. A couple favors before you go. If you found this episode helpful, please take a screenshot and share it on Instagram. Most importantly, don't forget to tag me at AllisonHenderson_coach. That's ALLISON Henderson_coach. And lastly, please take a minute to rate this episode and leave a raving review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune in to listen. Okay, ambition is great, but it's time to get to work. Take action and commit to being 1% better every day. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next week.